Hi guys, it's me again, Josiah. Happy Father's Day. I know you guys out there watching that, enjoying your fathers and also enjoying your time also with your old man. Old man's term means your dad. Well, let me tell you something about fatherhood. Okay, I'm not a father myself, but I have a dad. Fatherhood and that, I'm also an uncle, so help raise my nephews and nieces. But here's the thing about fatherhood. Sometimes that we call us we took for granted that our fathers or in any loved ones we have, because you know why our society right now, let's face it, that it's it's so quick like that. It's so stressful. Sometimes that instead of talking, you're bickering. Okay, let us just like for instance this morning to that, me and dad got into a discussion about some things that can be ironed out in a simpler way. My father's is in the 80s. Okay, he's like he was born in the 1930s. That he's the same age as what we call as Burt Reynolds. So that generation of that, they have a different upbringing than me. I'm a Generation Xer. Well, and sometimes in that if you say here, you're here. And sometimes your emotions get into yourself that you start arguing with the person. And it happens that, okay? It's part of family. It's part of the process. It's always you have to be the level headed. But thanks to him though, okay? I learned how to be a better person, okay? Not to learn these mistakes to that. Okay? The hard thing about old people, especially the old generation, is communication. They're always panicking and always thinking, oh, everything's not gonna work out. That's but as a rule as a son of that, I try to call him. So then dad, everything else is gonna work out. And that's the thing with that. Every people out there, I know you guys taking care of your parents. Also that it's no deal. Like sometimes that the tables are turned. Back then you were a child. Now you're a dad. Now, so you have to realize one thing. You got to remember one thing. Okay. Sometimes your temper is gonna flare up because it's normal. Okay, you're human. You just have to say okay. Even though your mother also that she gets to you, you gotta be patient. Say, you know what? You gotta practice the word patience and calmness. It'll help you grow, but it'll help you grow also. Okay. The way to talk to people that sometimes that your emotions get into it. Okay, it's a simple thing. What you do. The first thing I do is calm down, and sometimes you have to walk away from people that like your dad's like, we call this get driving off the wall. Sometimes you need to walk away. And we call this or any other parents out there. If you have old parents that drive you off the wall, sometimes you need to walk away and calm down, come back, and resolve the situation. It's part of the process because you know why. Sometimes that your parents still think that you're the 5-year-old, and it's normal, okay? And you just have to understand that in their point of view. It's hard to understand a point of view, okay? A point of view of a person is different from yours. Sometimes you got to say, okay, I'm in sales, okay? If I'm gonna sell you something, I need your point of view, okay? If I know your point of view, I can communicate with you. That's the thing about communications. If a person's shouting at you and panicking, they need help. You just have to calm down and say, you know what? Okay, we'll do this. Okay, we'll calm down and take control of the situation. It's an art form of that, but you have to take control. Okay, that's why police officers said that they have to impose control. If they impose control, they can calm the situation down. Same thing with older people. You got to just be patient. Say, you know what? I'm taking care of this. Let's see what happens. Okay? That's the thing. See that? The pause I did there? I just got to control the situation. You have to sometimes cut that emotion things off and think logically. Okay? And that's an art form. Everything here is an art form. Okay? How do you grow as a person? By knowing the mistakes of others. If you know the mistakes of others, you learn from it. And don't, this is the thing I hate. This thing I don't like to do a lot, but you must learn. You must make mistakes. I try not to, okay? But if you do make mistakes, learn from them. You learn from the mistakes, you know your lessons, and you go further. And sometimes you got to think about this. Any loved ones you have to understand. Because they're not going to be there forever. So you have to put that in the back of your mind. You know, if your dad was my dad, I remember him. He was there for me all in my life. He drove me up the wall. He's not perfect, but that's the thing you have to accept with that. Okay, we don't choose the parents we were born with. We're stuck with the parents we were born with. And just thank them. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for being there. And you just have to try your best. I struggle out there, but you know what? If you win by reason and you win by control, you have won. See? And it's talent forming. Talent comes from struggle. Struggle comes from talent. Okay? I'll see you later.